Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I'm super excited for this video because we're going to be talking all about the new fall Equinox collection from Terra Moons. There are 12 new shadows coming out on September 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they are all so breathtakingly beautiful. I can't even wait to share them all with you. So in today's video, I'm just going to go ahead and give you some quick details on the collection. I'm going to do some live swatches, and then I also already pre-filmed some B-roll to throw in, so hopefully you can see all the different shifts and everything on all of these. What just happened? So hopefully you can see the shifts on all of these shadows really well. This video is sponsored by Terra Moons Cosmetics. I mean, I'm super happy to say that because they're one of my favorite brands. They make some of my favorite indie single shadows, and I'm just so in love with this collection. Like, this is like a dream sponsored video. So thank you for working with me on this one, Terra Moons. Now let's go ahead and jump on in. So like I said, this collection is launching on September 22nd. Hopefully this video is going live a little bit before that so you have time to prepare. There are going to be 3 new duochromes that are available immediately for purchase, and then there's also going to be 4 new Cosmic Chameleons and 5 new multichromes, and those are going to be available for pre-order, and they're going to be reopening their pre-order for all of their specialty shades at that same exact time. I'll make sure to have all the information in the description box, but let's go ahead and jump on into the swatches. I'm so excited. I wish you guys could have been here with me when I was doing like a first impression of these and swatching them for the first time, because I was just like oohing and awing and shrieking and all the things. So the very first shade here is called the Cosmos. So this is a super shifty, very sparkly shadow. This one is a little tiny bit more on the messy side, but I would say completely worth it because it's got just these beautiful shifts of green, blue, gold, pink. It literally looks like a party in a shadow. It's one of the prettiest shadows in this collection, definitely one of my top favorites. All right, next we have the shade Cosmic Dancer. So this one is a little bit more of like a smooth metallic kind of finish, but it's pretty cool because it kind of reminds me of like your typical blue brown pigment, except like the most intense version ever, because it does have, I hope you can see there, kind of more that brown base, but then it also has like a super intense shift of blue, a shift of green, and a shift of purple. So I mean, it kind of gives like that same grungy vibe, but it's just so colorful, so shifty. All right, next we have the shade Space Case, and I'll just say it, this is one of my favorite, probably my top shadow in the whole collection, and I think that's just because I love this kind of color so much, and it's just so bright and just reflective and brilliant. So it's just another one of those like really smooth metallic finishes. It's what I have all over my eyes today, and I mean, it's kind of just like a purple grungy base. You can see some brown base as well, and then there's like a really intense just bright green shift, and I feel like I've seen colors like this before, but this one's just like on another level with how bright the green is. Like, it's just so pretty, and that's like one of my favorite color stories for shadows. If you're wondering about my eye look today, I didn't film it because it was super simple, but I'll just give you the rundown. I used the Terra Moons El Barrio palette, and I used this shade right here called Mi Gente, and I put that all through my crease and just blended upwards. This is a green that blends out gray, so it really works good for like a one shadow in the crease kind of look. And then I also popped that along the lower lash line. The shade I just swatched, I put all over my lid, and then the next shade I'm about to swatch I have on like the front of my lower lash line, but it was super quick, and I think it looks really pretty. All right, so next we have the shade Siren. So this is a really cool shade that kind of took me a little bit by surprise. It's not as shifty as some of the other ones. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the duochromes, but it just looks so cool. It has like this really intense grungy base, and then it has like a purplish kind of shift running throughout it. And I don't know, in the pan it doesn't look like such a grungy like olivey green, but obviously you can see it swatches that way, and it just pulls so pretty. Like, I feel like the look that I did today, I think that would be really beautiful all over the lid as well. Like, just any grungy green look with that would be stunning. Okay, next we have the shade M51. This is another super smooth, just intense shade. So, okay, how to describe this? It's kind of like a very similar vibe to this one, but it's just like a little bit more sheer, a little bit lighter, like a little bit more like iridescent. And it has like more of like a pinky shift running through it. It's super, super pretty. I mean, you can kind of see right here a little bit. It's like a pinky purple, whereas Space Case has more of like a blue purple kind of shift. All right, next we have the shade Veal Nebula. This one just feels so sparkly. And you can see it's just really, really pretty. It's like a deep purple, and then it has like a shift of gold and green, and I don't know, it's just super intense. It looks like it has like a little bit of blue going on as well, just super colorful. All right, next we have the shade Star Sign. So this is kind of like a light blue periwinkle kind of lavender shifting moment. That one is definitely a little bit more of like the loose, more flaky texture, and it's really, really pretty, but I will warn you, that's the only shadow in this whole collection that does stain a little bit. It kind of leaves a little bit of a blue cast after you take it off, but still super, super shifty, and it has like some like more of like a bright like teal-ish shift running through it as well. All right, next we have the shade Dark Energy. I feel like that kind of matches my nails a little bit. All right, so this is a smooth kind of metallic, and it has a black base and then like a subtle kind of purple and blue shift going on as well. It's definitely, like I said, a little bit more subtle, just a very grungy deep shade. Out of all the shadows in the collection, that one is still beautiful for sure, and it could probably just be personal preference, but I feel like that one might be like the least special of everything that's going on. It's still nice, but it doesn't call to me as much. All right, next we have the shade Midnight Winter. So this is another super smooth one, and it's kind of, I like the name Midnight Winter, but it kind of gives me like the perfect Halloween shadow vibe because it has a black base, but then it also has like a shift of purple, and it has a shift of green, and it just, I don't know, that feels perfectly Halloween to me. All right, next we have the shade Solar Expansion. So this is another one of the super sparkly, kind of more textured shades, and it is just beautiful. So this one is kind of giving me Christmas shadow vibes because it has that black base, so it's definitely still a little bit more grungy, but then it also has like a shift of red and green and gold, and it just is, it's like festive grungy. So again, super, super pretty, and that one just stands out because it's so, so sparkly. Next we have the shade Tidal Flare. So this is another very smooth shade, kind of unique. It has like a purpley kind of burgundy base kind of going on, then it also like a shift of gold and orange, and yeah, definitely very fall vibes. I feel like that with like a burgundy matte crease or an orange matte crease, or even just going like very neutral and then having that popped on the lid would all be really, really pretty. Or like doing something plummy and then having that and having the pop of orange and gold shifting. And then last but certainly not least, we have the shade Crimson Eclipse. So this is another super, super sparkly one. And as you can see, I mean, it just front facing has like a very bright pink, sparkly look to it. But then on the side, it has like a very intense yellow and orange, or I guess by yellow I should say more like golden and orange shift going on. It's just super, super pretty for perfect like warm multi-chrome. So there's what all the shadows look like together. I mean, hopefully you can see all the shifts. I think they are so stunning. So that is everything for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you again to Terra for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!